friends, my name is Lakin Carter and welcome to my YouTube channel. So if you saw my last video that looked kind of similar to this one, you'll kind of know that it's a two-part video paired with a 30-minute yoga flow that I'll link in the description box below. And they're just sort of meant to go together as a 40-minute yoga flow, but that is in no way saying that you have to do them together. You can totally use this as just a 10-minute mindfulness moment with yourself. It doesn't have to be in a shavasana. It doesn't have to be before or after a yoga practice, but that is just how I set it up. You're free to do whatever you like with it. I mean, let's be real, it's on the internet. So use it however you'd like, but I will be using it with a yoga practice in mind, setting up for that beginning and closing shavasana. So let's begin by getting into that opening shavasana. I will remain seated. You are more than welcome, if not encouraged, to lie down on your mat. Let your shoulders, your hips, the backs of the legs rest heavy, opening the heart up to the ceiling, opening up the palms, or if you need some more stabilizing, grounding energy, flip them down and draw the energy from the ground. Begin to quiet the mind, focusing not on yesterday's or tomorrow's tasks, not even on next hour's tasks, but focus on the breath. Breathing in through the nose, filling up the belly with air, exhaling that breath back out into the room. In yoga practice, we focus on ujjayi or ocean breath. The sound of the waves is kind of like the sound your nose makes when it breathes in that air. And exhales it back out into the room. Ujjayi or ocean breath, that deep nasal, deep belly breath triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the opposite of fight or flight. It's actually called rest and digest. Take a few more deep breaths. My intention for today's meditation or today's yoga practice is to be still. It's the opportunity that this season is supposed to bring. In a world where Decembers are usually the busiest months of the year, maybe we are especially grateful for the stillness of this particular season, or maybe especially terrified. See, stillness is a scary thing, sometimes a very heavy place to sit. Stillness is not about focusing on nothingness, though. It's about creating an emotional clearing to allow ourselves to feel, to think, to dream, and to question. These are difficult things to commit to. Take it from an expert avoider of dealing with feelings. And though I've wrestled and continue to wrestle with the almost awkwardness of sitting in stillness, when feelings are felt and thoughts thought and dreams dreamt and questions asked, there is a relief that surpasses the resistance you may have felt in the beginning. There is a growth you would have never assumed. There is a passion for stillness that follows. Be still. However and whatever that means for you. Find stillness in your life. Find stillness on your mat. Keep focusing in on that breath. And I'm going to lead us through some square breathing. So on your next inhale, everyone go ahead and exhale now. We're going to breathe in for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once more, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Evening out in the breath brings some stillness to the mind. If you are doing the yoga class that goes with this meditation, feel free to pause this one now and head over to your class. And if you're just doing the meditation section, feel free to remain here, stay steady with the breath. If you're back from the yoga class, join us in a savasana. We've been breathing here while you're gone, and we're happy to have you back. Settle back into that breath, whatever that means for you. Maybe your heart is racing a little, maybe it's already settled into the normal rhythm. And if you can, just relax one more thing about yourself. Maybe that's removing the tongue from the roof of the mouth, unclenching the jaw, releasing the tension from the shoulders, from the neck. Or maybe it's not even a physical relaxing. Maybe it's a releasing of a thought that you don't have to hold on to. Maybe it's a quieting of a pressure that's been nagging at your heart. If you don't need it, don't carry it with you. Stillness is not about focusing on nothingness. It's creating an emotional clearing to allow ourselves to feel, to think, to dream, and to question. There is no right or wrong way to be still. For some, it's a run along a busy road. For some, it's a solo night in, a late night walk on a snowy path, a yoga flow, a shavasana. Stillness is not an action, though it can be represented as that. Stillness is a state of mind, a place in your head where suddenly your mind is clear enough to feel, clear enough to think, to dream, to question. Find that stillness in your life. Become addicted to it. Be still. Begin to slowly deepen through the breath. Taking bigger and longer breaths, matching them with bigger and longer exhales. Begin to awaken first the mind as it opens up to noises, smells, sounds beyond the four corners of your mat or beyond the space that you're currently holding. And then begin to slowly awaken the body, wiggling fingers and toes, rolling wrists, ankles, taking a gentle rock of the head from side to side. Go ahead and slowly draw the knees up into the chest, wrapping your left arm around the shins. Extend your right arm above your head and roll over onto that right side. From here, take one more deep and full inhale, breathing in energy, and exhale whatever tensions or pressures you were holding on to that you don't need to carry with you for the rest of the day. When you're ready, press one hand into the mat, then the other, coming up into an easy seated position. Hands can rest on the knees, eyelids closed. From here, take a big inhale, circling up the arms. Join the palms and flutter the eyelids open briefly to see the connection. Then exhale, hands to heart center, forehead to fingertips. The light inside of me honors and recognizes the light inside of each and every one of you. From my light to your light, namaste. Bye guys, I will see you next week for the last video of 2020. See ya.